Good morning, everyone. It's good to see how happy everyone is. What a blessing to come to church. We haven't been to church in such a long time that we're all rejoicing and can't help talking to each other. It's a blessing. I'm glad you're here. I've got a few announcements. If there's enough church members here today, we've got a second reading for some folks who've come from East Ridge, Chattanooga, the East Ridge Seventh-day Adventist Church in Chattanooga, and to the Eden Valley Seventh-day Adventist Church here. And it's a second reading for Frank and Janet Fournier, and we would like to entertain a motion. If there's anyone, we have a motion. Do we have a second? Okay. Is there anyone that really well, let me just say this. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Anyone opposed? Keep your hand down. Thank you. It's carried. Okay, let me see here. Dale was telling me a while ago that his wife's not feeling very well. We need to pray for Sharon, and we should indeed, because besides not feeling very well, it's her birthday tomorrow or the next day. And also, it's their anniversary this week, so there's a lot of reason to be praying, I suppose. I think there's a lot of reason to be rejoicing. 47 years married, that's a feat in these days. Welcome to everyone again. I'm just happy to see everyone that's here. Really, we're very happy to see our students just came in last night. We had a little time together last night, and what a blessing it was, and happy to see the folks that are here. And we're going to have a good time for all the way till the month of November. And besides that, we've had lifestyle guests here, and most of them, I guess, are sitting in this room now. We've been praying for you. We're going to continue to pray for you, as we're going to pray for our students as well, because everyone that comes through here needs to be prayed for, I guess. Yeah, we all need prayer. Praise the Lord. I'm glad you're here. We hope that everyone is feeling well. If you're sick and coughing, this is coming from the Rocky Mountain Conference now. If you're sick and coughing and feverish, go find somewhere else. Apparently, that's what you're supposed to do. Actually, we love you to death. We find somehow to keep you, but still in all, we need to be careful not to be infecting one another with the coronavirus. I'm pretty sure, though, that no one would have the coronavirus. They are encouraging us to wear our masks, but I see that we're a rebellious bunch, and there's not very many people wearing a mask, and we're not going to force anyone to wear a mask. But we do need to encourage you, still and all. Also, to practice social distancing. We want to do that, okay? Everyone has come in through the main door, but when we're done with the church service, what we're going to do is go out this door. And we'll have a deacon, or I will let you out row by row. We'll go out that door. And if we don't want to do any visiting, we're going to ask you to do the visiting outside, even though you've done a lot of visiting inside already. And so maybe we're all chapter 3. We started in our first study, we started with an overall view of what the three angels' messages are all about. Then we spent 2 sermons looking at the everlasting gospel. Then we tried to learn what it means to fear God and how to give God the glory. And now we've come to the place in Revelation chapter 14. You don't have to turn there right now. We're in Genesis chapter 3, but we came to the place in Revelation chapter 14 where we're looking at the hour of judgment. And the first thing that we need to know about the hour of judgment is that the hour of judgment, or the judgment itself, is not an event. It actually is a process that unfolds in 3 stages, okay? And so the first stage of the judgment is called the investigative judgment, and it happens before the second coming of Jesus. We'll read that in Revelation 14:7 in just a few minutes. The second stage of the judgment happens after the second coming, and it lasts for 1,000 years when judgment is given into the hands of the saints. And that's found in Revelation 20, verses 4 to 6. And then, of course, at the end of the 1,000 years, when the wicked are resurrected, then, of course, is the last phase of the judgment, when the wicked are judged and sentenced. And it's all over, except that the universe is made new, and everyone is really happy forever after that. It's for the universe. It's for all the creation of God, whoever they are, wherever they are, whether they be angels or whether it be people on earth. The second phase of the judgment, or all the phases of the judgment for that matter, is not for God's sake. He knows everyone. He knows everything about everyone. He knows who it is safe to bring to heaven and who is not safe to bring to heaven. But the rest of us may have questions there. Now, thirdly, we want to start with God's universal problem at this point. How can he destroy sinners, this thing called sin? How can he secure the universe so that sin is never repeated, doesn't happen the second time? Now, we all know, of course, that sin did not start here on earth, that it started in heaven with Lucifer. And when he rebelled in heaven, we know in Revelation chapter 12, verse 3 and 4, that he drew 1/3 of the angels to rebel with him. And then, of course, there was war in heaven, Revelation 12, verses 7 to 9, and he was cast out of heaven. So where did Satan end up? Well, we can say that he ended up here on earth in every respect like we are tempted. He knows what we are going through, and therefore he is well able to judge how we relate to all of these things.